here, y'all.
Brother,
Oh, yeah.
brothers for real.
Oh, yeah. Check 1, 2. Can y'all hear me out there? Just let me know if y'all can hear me before I even go any further into this situation here.
Yeah, I think my mic sound nice.
Oh, your mic sound real nice. So I'm the one that need to catch up.
Mhm. High style.
Now, how do I sound? I think I sound good now.
Your levels look right.
So, what's going on, man? Let me. I can't even. I don't even know how to get into this interview because you and I have a history that is at least 30 years old.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Before we really get into this, I'm gonna ask everybody to tag, like, share, subscribe. You know. And while y'all do that, we gonna get back into this for a minute and let it and just let the chat room build up, let the listeners build up for a little bit. We gonna vibe out for a second. Let's go. We still allowing folks to come on in. Thank you, Shonda. Hey, what's up, Claudia? That's like Aunt Claudia.
Mm.
It's one of the original OGs from Montclair when it come to partying and house music and dancing. It was all of us at the neighborhood. It was me, her daughter Ebony,
Yeah, I remember Evan.
all at the neighborhood center together. That kind of just made my day because. Let me turn this down now. We can start to get into this. So, let me tell you why that just kind of made my day a little bit because I literally just said to someone, it feels like no matter how much success we've had in this business, the one thing we seem to get the least of, not the most of, the least of is that hometown support. I guess we might as well dive right in. So how do you feel about that?
50-50 about that, only because we have a lot of, diehard supporters, but the fact that we like really put the hometown on the map in so many different ways and on so many different levels, and then we go out of town and get more love. It's like it's weird. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird in that way, but it comes with I guess this business, so you just gotta accept it for what it is. I don't expect anybody that I might have necessarily grew up with or anything to just show me that same love and energy that I put out. I don't. It's unrealistic to expect that of somebody.
I mean, I hear you, and I agree, but I also disagree. And here's why. Because it has been my experience that people go where they want to go. You understand what I'm saying? So it's weird. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get comfortable. It's weird when you get a situation like we've been playing parties since the 90s, okay?
True.
And when you see people, and you're friends with people on social media, you see them going out on these extravagant trips, and we flew out so and so to see a show here, see a show there, and I listen. I don't want to see you everywhere I'm DJing. Let's clear this up. But there are certain events that come about that you have to say. You say to yourself like, "Yo, it would be dope as hell if people from my hometown could see me right now." You know what I'm saying?
True. It's look, people pick and choose the events they want to go to. That's just what it is. I accept all the support. So if you don't want to, I'm DJing like from Wednesday through Sunday anyway. So if you don't want to be out every day, that's like I wouldn't expect you to. If you want to come out to a big show I'm doing with a rap artist, I would expect that. But don't expect to get in for free. don't expect that. I appreciate the love, but don't hit me like, yo, could you get me in? Could I? Nah,
See, that's the part right there. Like that's the catch-22 because it's like, are you hitting me because you just want to come show love and support, or are you hitting me to see how you can piggyback off of the fact that
that's exactly what it is, and I accept it for what it is. That's exactly what it be. If I haven't spoken to you in months and all of a sudden I'm doing this show and you just happen to hit me up, I don't believe in coincidences like that. I already know what you're hitting me for. Like as soon as I see you pop up on my phone, so I accept it for what it is.
Well, I mean, I listen. I don't struggle with it anymore. I used to. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I used to get mad, like, yo, like not for nothing, like I'm a hometown hero. Like y'all jokers don't be coming to check for nobody. Like, and then I stopped taking it personal when I realized, oh, it happens to all of us from Montclair.
But it's not just about people from Montclair.
Well, I mean, it happens to all of us in the business, period.
Like, that's just what it is across the board. It's not a big deal. Nothing to get upset about.
Hey, man, listen, I get it. But, again, I don't get it because, like, yo, real talk, and, God bless him, and God bless the dead, but I honestly feel like Hussein Fatal is the only person from Montclair that publicly gets a lot of praise. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there are more of us who've accomplished some serious things in this business. Like, I can run down a whole list of people from Montclair that I've either seen on a TV screen or heard on a radio or seen on a stage. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think about it as in just being from Montclair. I'm thinking about Jersey, period. Like overall, like we just always get overshadowed, by New York. So it's a lot of people in this state, period. I feel like just gets overshadowed and don't get their flowers until after the fact, and then everybody wants to come out the woodworks and all of that. But it goes hand in hand with the business, period.
Okay, so with that being said, do you feel like that's something that will ever change?
No, Not at all. No, because look, you gotta. It's. I look at it as finding a medium in this business. If you're not big enough, nobody's gonna talk about you. If you get too big, people gonna start hating on you in other type of ways. So when you find a peaceful medium in what you're doing, I think it's cool because people respect you. They know you. You out there. You're not too big to the point where they want to hate on you and harm you, and you're not too small to the point where you're irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? It's you can find your own medium, whatever that personal medium is to you. Like the harder you go, the bigger you get. So it's all about how far you want to go and what you want to deal with because you know what comes with that.
Well, I mean, absolutely, because they say if you truly want to be successful, you have to be able to withstand a certain level of scrutiny. Um, if you're still in a space where you truly care what people say and what people think, and then you're not ready for success because that's one of the main things that come with it. Um, which to me, I actually think is a bit unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So y'all aren't happy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's just certain people that can't be happy for you. They're not happy with themselves. Like, how can't you be happy for somebody that's actually doing something positive for themselves? Like, if like everybody had a dream as a kid, my dream was to be a DJ, and I worked hard and accomplished that, and still doing it. If you didn't accomplish your dream, don't be mad at somebody else you see actually doing it. Put in the time, put in that work, and it's simple. It's not that hard. You got to dedicate yourself to what you want to do, and you'll accomplish it. Period.
that's a fact. Um, okay. So with that being said, do you? How does it make you feel when you then bump into people who say things like, "Hey, man, I see you out there moving." Like,
I mean, some people say that to be sarcastic and funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know how to handle that. It doesn't bother me. Like, I feel so unbothered, like, at this point. Years ago, as a DJ, when you really, like, doing your thing and getting all types of flack from different ways, you can get bothered by that. But I just be unbothered because at the end of the day, I know how good I am, and I'm not just bragging myself, but I am gonna give myself my own flowers. I don't care. Like I really work hard at this, so I don't let that bother me. That doesn't change my day at all.
I mean, yo, not for nothing. You by far are one of the most resilient people I know. Like seriously, the things that I've seen you overcome. Okay, let's. I ain't gonna get.
We could talk about it. We here. This is what this is for.
All right. So over the course of the past 3 years,
Hmm.
right? Because it started what 3 years ago at first.
Yeah.
So over the past 3 years, you, um, I, I'm trying to keep it together talking about it. Like, so my sister, little sister Katie, started his wife is she just passed. When was that? May.
May 24th.
May. Um, I DJ'd their wedding. My brother was in the wedding. Like I said, we have a history that goes back 30 years. So over the course of the past 3 years, Katie started suffering from seizures and strokes, and in 2021, she had a major one. And the crazier part is, she was picking you up from a gig.
Yeah, I was actually leaving
350,
Grill
Grill 350.
350, yeah, in West Orange, and
She picked you up and said, "I don't feel good."
nah, she exactly said, "Oh my God, this is happening again," and it happened. That was like the last words my wife ever said to me, and I had to take her out the driver's seat, go straight to St. Barnabas, and that was it. But not it because she still was fighting, for a year even after that. But that was the last verbal words I ever heard from her.
And just for the people who don't know, how old are you?
38.
So this 38-year-old young man had to lift his wife up and put her in the passenger seat. Okay? I don't think y'all understand what he just said. His wife picked him up from a gig and said, "Oh no, this is happening." And then seconds later, she was having a major stroke. And he drove her to the hospital.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna call 911. That's
Right?
too
No.
late.
Of course
I'll
not.
be in action mode.
Right. But now, the most impressive part to me through all of this was your strength, man.
I mean, look, I look at life differently only because I've lost so many family members, close family members and friends. So when this happened to my wife, that hit different. But at the end of the day, I think all of my losses prepared me for that because that that was a different type of hit and pain. It still is, but it's simple. Either you gonna fold or you gonna get focused and do what you got to do. I got kids. I had no option to fold. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that simple for me. That's how I process it. I gotta get it together. Boom, get back out here doing what I gotta do because I got kids. They can't see me fold ever, and I gotta make sure they straight. And that's it. Simple like that.
But it it got compounded because in the midst of this, her father
Passed away 3 months before she did in my
died
house.
in your house
Hmm.
while coming here to visit his daughter.
Hmm.
Yet you still kept pushing.
What you want me to do? You want me if something happens to me, then what happens to my kids? That's how I look at it. I gotta stay focused and keep pushing. And I have my days, and I talk to y'all. I got a good support team. Like when all this was going on behind the scenes, and I never had to publicly talk about it. Like y'all was there. Like my close friends, y'all was there daily. Like not like for play. Y'all was making sure I was good and everything. So with that and just me staying focused, it's kind of easy. It's easy in a way of me staying focused on the main goal. Like yeah, I still have my personal pain that I deal with on a daily basis, but that's never gonna go away. That's just a fact, and I accept it. But yeah, it's just I just dug into work, and that helps.
And the crazy thing is, we always laughed about how strong a message was sent the day you got married because you got married the day that Hurricane Sandy
Oh
started.
yeah, that was crazy.
And I remember we were all the way like in South Jersey at this
Shrewsbury.
place. We like in Shrewsbury, New Jersey, right?
Oh man.
And we're like setting up for this wedding, and I'm cussing. Listen, I'm cussing you out setting up for this wedding. And I'm saying to myself, like, come on, dude, like, you got me out here doing a wedding. You know I don't even do weddings. Like, and then on top of that, you got me all the way down here, hurricane, blah, blah, blah.
It only makes sense. It's
And-
only right.
And then we stopped, and I said, wait. With all the stuff that these two fools been through, it's fitting for them to get married in a hurricane because
That's how it had to be.
because when I say nothing has stopped you two, like you two are the epitome of the song "Ain't No Mountain High Enough." like, so needless to say, I just wanted to give you your flowers because there's a lot of people, forget men, there's a lot of people who, if put in that position, would not have come out of that looking like you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's sad to say. Like I know a few people that had something happen to their significant other, and they bailed on them. Like I was at the hospital like every day, doing the things that I needed to do, on top of managing regular life. Like, in our career, like this is what I do. Like I don't do no 9 to 5. Like this is my job. So for me to be able to even take off for like a year to make sure my wife was good and still maintain my household and everything, like that says a lot. Like people need to like really love the people they with now because they could be gone literally at a drop of a dime just for no apparent reason. So appreciate who you got around you. If you got some real ones around you, give them their flowers now. That's all I got to say about that.
Nah, absolutely, man, and I commend you. And you know, you already know I got your back. So, you know, proud of you, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
But now let's get into this. Let's talk a little bit about So tell me, who are some of the cool people you've worked with in your tenure? You know what I'm saying? While you've been DJing.
I mean, I worked with a lot of cool people. Obviously Envy, you know, Trends, Mrs. C, Flex, all of them, Cypher Sounds, Drewski, that's my guy. A lot of dope promoters, you know, from like even Vito and Ladoon and all them techs, like they do big parties, Soup, Mark T, 321, just a lot of different people just throughout the years, and everybody brings something different to the table. And a funny thing, like when you working with different people and experiencing different things, I'll never forget this day. Like I forgot who I was talking to, but they was like, you know, I'm getting bougie because I'm doing different type of parties. I'm like, the purpose of this business is to level up. I can do hip hop parties every day of the week, but what's wrong with me doing, you know, a white party? And I say it because the crowd was predominantly white. Yeah, they listen to hip hop, but I'll get to play, you know, what they like too, you know, other types of music. And then I started incorporating that into hip hop parties. I was playing Since You Been Going and all that type of stuff in real hood parties, and it rang off. People wasn't doing that then. You know what I mean? So not in Jersey at least. And it's about music. It's I don't know. You meet a lot of good people along the way, and you also meet people that give you red flags. So you just know how to move around them. Pay attention.
Absolutely. I mean, and you remember I used to do that type of stuff when we would play together when you were like a kid hanging around me.
Yeah.
Remember, I'd drop a Nirvana record.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up in Montclair, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember the time I just, out of nowhere, I dropped Living on a Prayer. And the whole crowd started saying it. And it was like, I remember turning around looking at y'all like, and you and Mark was like, yo, he serious?
Mm-hmm.
And then I played, remember I used to play Push in the Bush?
Oh, yeah. Look, at the end of the day, people got to realize music ain't got no color on it. Music is music. So if you like that song, sing that song. Like, elevate your mind with different type of music. You don't need to hear trap music every day. When I'm home, I'm not playing none of that. I'll be playing all types of crazy other stuff because I have to decompress from what I know I'm going to be playing at the club later.
All right, see, now we get into something else because this was one of my questions for you. And we're at a perfect space right now.
Mm.
I was going to ask you, as a father
Mm-hmm.
of a black woman, a young lady,
Mm-hmm.
and a young man,
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel about the music you have to go play, knowing that there's a strong chance that these are the types of songs your kids are listening to? Like, how do you feel about,
I feel the same way our parents probably felt about the music we was listening to at the time.
Right.
It's just what it is. And my kids are a little different. They listen to that, but not really. Like they listen to all types of different music, but it's just what it is. Like every parent has to go through that and accept the times. They're gonna listen to it regardless.
You want to know what's funny? I literally just said this. I was talking to Idea yesterday, and I said, you know, because I follow Drewski on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and you know
Shout out to
he's
Drewski.
funny,
Smart guy.
he's hilarious, right? And he did this skit where he was like, with these girls or whatever, they were saying how chicks nowadays take a hip hop verse or hip hop lyrics and make it a personality.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So he kept doing the whole, you thought I was feeling you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, so I didn't know. Like, I don't listen to that stuff. So I had no idea. Like, well, what is he talking about? And so I went and so it leads me to this girl. What's the girl name? Ice something.
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice. Right. So I'm like, I'm like, okay, I see she's pretty, whatever. She got the look. I get it. So then I go look and see one of her performances.
Mm-hmm.
The whole room is standing still. Like she's the whole time she's rapping, jokers in the crowd, everybody just looking at their phone, just doing whatever they doing. And like then she turns around and starts twerking. Whole room lights up. Oh, like now everybody's all excited. And I'm like,
You
okay,
gotta okay. I know where
what
you're
is
going with
that?
this. I already
Like-
know where you're going with this. So basically, and I said this years ago, like even with the City Girls and Meg and all those female rappers that came out with the twerking style of rap, and the reason I say twerking style of rap, it's like they're sexualizing it in a way to profit from it, and I don't knock them. Like, do I like their lyrics like that? No, they rap about the same stuff over and over again if you're really paying attention. But if how they sexualize in the videos, like cool, and it's even with the whole stripper culture. Like it started from Cardi B. If you think about it, remember she was a stripper and started rapping. But
before that, Trina.
Yeah, that's a fact. Trina actually, yeah. Because after the whole Little Kim Foxy Brown era, then it was like the Trina. She was like that.
Like, cause not for nothing. Trina had more of a like see, we liked Lil Kim, we liked Foxy, but they could rap. Like
Yeah, but don't get it twisted. Some of these
Trina
women
can
out
rap
here,
too.
some of these women now out here
Can rap.
can rap. Yeah.
Like Nicki can rap. Like to me, see the thing is this, and this is what I'll say. We absolutely had our Little Kims. We absolutely had our Foxy Browns. We absolutely had our Trinas. We absolutely had that. But we also had our Lauryn Hills. We had our Bahama
Yeah,
Diaz.
we had a balance.
You know what I'm saying? We had our MC Lights.
But it's still like that. We have a balance nowadays. The problem
Well,
is
where are those people? Because I don't know them.
they're literally
Like I like her, but that's not
Listen.
hip hop.
She's dope. Like we got that balance, but they don't. If you paying attention to the radio, they're not putting those people out how they did with Lauryn Hill
At
and
all.
that. You got to get them on Apple Music or YouTube, Spotify, whatever you listening to, because that's where they at. There is some dope artists out here. Like they're like that, but they don't get publicized because they're not twerking or they're not doing this. But it's some dope artists out here, like crazy.
All right, cool.
I do my research. I try to find new
Well,
artists.
no,
all
you've
the time.
always been well, but see,
So I'm ahead of the game.
you was
so-
raised right. Your uncle was a DJ. Rest in peace, Pat T. Like,
Rest in peace, Paul T.
Paul T. I mean, I was talking about both of them. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. But, like, Paul was
Mm-hmm.
a musical encyclopedia. Like, it's funny because it's almost like our relationships make so much sense because it's like, I'm a little older than you. Shut up.
I ain't say nothing.
But then it's like, that's the same age difference between me and Pat. But so it's like I came up under your uncles, and then you came up under me, and now we have another generation of DJs that are coming up under us. You know what I'm saying? Like Marmar, Amir, Justin.
It's a lot of
And
DJs
they not
coming up.
playing hip hop, but they can't poppy. You know what I'm saying? Matt Knighty. I'm sorry, I don't like to be called poppy.
That's my guy.
But see, and the ones I named are the ones who can actually play music. Like Matt Poppy can play.
I know.
No, like he's super dope.
I know. I
Yo,
played with him.
I was about to
Pause.
say tragedy.
Pause.
Pause. Big pause.
I need some tequila on that one. Super pause on that.
Big shout, Grand Cormino.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Marmar. I'm gonna have Marmar on the show too. I'm gonna have all them jokers on the show because they deserve to be on the show.
It's a lot of DJs that
It's a
actually
lot of
deserve to be
dope-
on the show.
Yeah, well, you gonna
I'll
let
set
me
that
know.
up.
You set that up. You know, 'cause, you know, each one teach one, and if one win, we all win. That's how we've always functioned, and that's how we've always been able to remain friends and brothers through this entire thing. Because, you know, hell, we could sit here and tell our own war stories about things we've gone through with each other, but the bottom line was we got to make this thing right. Like we got to, because it's we protected each other at all costs, and it was like people don't understand how we made our way into this big scene and, you know, into the real nightlife scene. Like we did the footwork, we did the real work. Like me, you, and Mark, you know. Big shout out Mark T321. We basically had to bring our whole setup and DJ careers with us to this club every Wednesday to play.
Word.
Just because we wanted to play. Just because we wanted to play. And we were getting paid, but it was like, come on, you know. You know what I mean? We was trying to be in there. And we were playing in a room that only held 75 people. While next door there's 450 people. But the cat that's over there DJing, they don't even like this dude. They just here because it's a dope spot and they know the promoters. But our room was getting so packed so fast because we had people coming early to hear us rock. And the craziest part about all of this is you were 16.
Yeah, I was actually 15.
I was trying not to say that.
I was. But the crazier part about that, shout out to Bobby Trends. The crazy part about that is, I remember when he had came over in the little room one time and was just hanging out. He's like,
Yo, y'all in here rocking.
he was like, yo, how you know these records? How old are you? And after that, he's like, nah, you got to come. You need to be in the other room. And then that's when he started bringing me to the city. And it was always a problem with that because I was like 15, 16 or whatever. But I got in and I would rock and that would be that. Like, so shouts to Trends.
Well, the thing about it is, it happened like that for us on two different occasions. Because they took me first because they felt like, oh, well, he played for the older crowd. And then I was like, nah. And then I sent Bobby over there. And once I sent Bobby over there, because they didn't mind me playing because it was like I wasn't in their way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing house music, so I'm not in their way.
You're doing your own thing.
They was like, well, yo, this joker he got all these jokers in here dancing on couches. Like, go get him. And I was like, well, nah, you got to go back over there and get him too. So then that's when they started giving us an hour each. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we used to try and kill that 1 hour.
Not even burn records. I knew
We
the
knew
right
what
records
to
to play.
play.
So
Yeah.
it didn't even, like, that's easy.
Like, so, you know, we've come a long way, man, when you think about it.
Man, when I think about it, shouts out to my mother because I remember I was, 14, and that's when I started DJing at Eleganza. What was that, on 18th
Oh, my
Ave?
God.
The middle of the
Eleganza.
hood.
Nah, that was on, what's the name? Like, I think that's only about 16th
16th
Street.
Ave or something. It was
60,
one of
yeah.
them. And the L, if anybody from that era remember, man, that was the Wild Wild West. And my
Yo.
mom was just like, she knew this is what I wanted to do. I'm out till 2 a.m. doing that in the hood. Like, it was not like it is now. It's like, that was different then. Kaya's and all those clubs on Springfield Ave, all of that. Like, I was literally not even 16 at the time. Just running through these clubs. Not college parties, not backyard parties.
Word
Like,
up.
straight
Like, we used to,
clubs,
we
21
used
and
to-
up.
We used to call it the Dirty L.
Yeah, like, man, listen, I've
We
been,
used to have this boy everywhere.
I was outside before outside was outside.
Word up.
And I'm not even that old. Like,
You-
I'm 38, just turned 38.
You railing my brother. We used to have them jokers everywhere. They was like
Sneaking
14,
me in Gregory's.
15.
Talking about y'all good. You good. Like, like, come on.
All right. Nah,
Yeah,
let's
aight.
talk about all that.
Yeah.
Yo,
I was outside before outside was outside. Like, that's it.
Big shout to everybody listening on Twitch. I did crazy. So, yo. Pyramid.
Oh, my
The
God.
pyramid across the street from Sir Rich's.
Yo, it's Man, I done ran through all them spots.
my
Robert
God.
Treat, Branchbrook, all of that. Like, just
Yo.
everything.
So, all right. So you answered. Oh my God, you done brought up some memories. We got stories for days.
Man, I'm just answering the questions.
Freaking. Remember that time Mustafa left me in the DJ booth at Gregory's? He was like, "Oh, you could DJ, right?
Oh,
I gotta go to the bathroom real
That,
quick.
that was
I'll be
when
right
that
back."
was when him and Crime was there, right?
Yo,
Yeah.
DJ Mustafa
Shouts
left
to
me
Moog.
in the DJ booth at Gregory's at like 17 years old. Like, yo, I'll be back. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And he was missing for like 20 minutes. I was like, yo.
But that's how it should be. Like, if you always ask
and that's
somebody,
how he put me on.
you want to DJ? Oh, all right, throw you straight into the fire. Get on.
Yo, listen, that joker threw me in the fire.
What you gonna do? Full or show up?
Yo, I was looking for records. I was just playing joints. I was like, oh boy, yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, but that was like a dope era right there because we were like a part of a very few group of like a small group of people that could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like being from Montclair, like, oh y'all from Montclair, get out of here. Like, nah, we were everywhere.
Yeah,
like,
but that's the thing. We grew up in Montclair, but we were always out of town in every hood. And
always.
no matter what, we was everywhere. Like just chilling. So people knew us from everywhere. So yeah, we from Montclair, but we from everywhere too. At the same time, we was out of town more than we was in Montclair.
But yeah, no, absolutely. And that's kind of also why I wanted to like ask you about as far as like, how do you feel as it pertains to like the fact that the majority of your support comes from people that you have no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have no real history with those people.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, nah,
I'm great with that. And I look at people. It's people support in different ways. So if you supporting me by liking something I posted or reposting it, that's support too. Just because you don't come out,
right?
You can support in a million different ways. So
right.
I mean, you can refer me to do somebody's party. That's support. You get what I'm saying? So I always look at it like that. Just because I don't see you in a party, don't mean you're not supporting.
Right, absolutely. Big shout out to the people who don't come outside no more, but still promote, things that we have going on. And I know we got about 10 minutes left. I know you got something you got to go take care of.
Yeah.
So, I also wanted to know.
You all professional. You got notes and everything.
Hey.
My bad.
What's something that people don't know about DJ Tragedy?
That I'm actually a comedian and I'm a chef. Like, I'm super funny.
Funny as hell.
And I could really, really cook. Like, not cook just regular food. Like, I could cook.
You don't want no smoke.
Any day we can do a podcast with that.
We can do a podcast.
I challenge anybody. I'm with all that.
You don't want that smoke.
Listen, man. I don't even want to get in that. Everybody, listen. Ask anybody who had my food.
I done had your damn food.
5-star gourmet, even how I played it.
Oh, come on. Come on, man. You act like you don't even know how to plate.
Yeah, plate, that's the easy part.
Oh, come on, bro.
Listen, man. I'm about to go home listen, once I get home, I got to make simple spaghetti meatballs. My sauce takes 4 hours to cook, just the sauce alone. Like, come on.
Your sauce takes 4 hours?
Yeah, a little red wine reduction with my other stuff I put in it, and it's a different type of sauce. And how I flavor them, it's different. But I don't need to get in that. That's another podcast. Yeah, I do this. I do this. Yeah, see, leveled you up right now.
Wait, hold up. What's in this sauce?
No, I'm not about to give you my recipe.
See, that's the problem with black. That's the problem. That's
No,
why we can't
listen.
rise as a people.
No,
Because
my God, don't try that smoke. Hit me with the smoke. I'll give you the recipe off of this one day. But yeah, nah. Try to hit me with rise as the people.
Yeah, we need to rise as the people. Damn.
That's crazy. Trying to really hit me with that.
So,
Black food matters.
I got another question for you. So, how do you? Because I know how it makes me feel in the house music world.
Mm-hmm.
How does it make you feel in the open format world when? Because you come from the old school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're young, but you're an old school DJ. You come from it being me and you for 6, 7, 8 hours at a time.
Yeah.
And
work.
And when Mark was DJing, you would be one place, I'd be one place, Mark be another place. You know what I mean? We come from the era of you go do this from 8 to 2, I'll go do this from 8 to 2. He gonna go there from 8 to 2. We gonna meet at this diner, split this money up,
Mm-hmm.
go home. Because I'm not staying to eat because I don't like diners like that. So y'all already knew, like, yeah, I'll meet y'all there, but just give me my money so I can go home. So how do you feel now when you show up and there's 3 other DJs on the card and the party's only 4.5 hours long?
I don't, because I don't take those bookings. I feel like that's a waste of time. Like, it's a waste of my time. Like, and people, like, what certain club owners don't realize, you mess up the vibe, like, of a party. Like, a party is a transition. No, it's not going to be 100 to 200 people there when the party starts. So you need to have the correct DJs in place to set the party up right to go on. You don't want to have 4 or 5 DJs playing the same stuff over and over. That's not a party. You just got people playing music. You could put an iPod on. So when it's like that, I'd rather turn down that booking and take a booking simply for myself or with another person that can rock, and it's a dope party.
You are something else.
No, I'm serious. Like,
it's weird being in this position with you. Pause.
pause.
Big pause.
Yeah, major pause.
Whew. Jeez, almost. Hold on, though. Let me out. Like, so I can't even think.
Yeah, like
Look.
for when it comes to that question again, it just got to make sense. If it's a flyer with 3 DJs on, but we're all dope DJs, I'll do that. If I know like we already know the assignment, but a lot of these DJs don't know the assignment, and just it's no reason certain records should be played at 11 o'clock and a party going till 3. It don't make no sense. If I walk in at 11:30, Dreams and Nightmares on. What sense does that make in any type of world?
Dreams and Nightmares, that's probably the only rap song that Hadia know.
Now, I mean,
she know
like,
that, and she know LL Cool
that's
J.
a big
I'm
energy
bad.
record still, even though it's old. Like, that's something you could play later. Like, that time, if it's 30 people in the club, why you playing Dreams and Nightmares? And I think these younger DJs got to know, they got to stop letting the crowd punk them. Like, people come up for requests at like ask the wildest requests at the dumbest time. Like, it's 9:30. Can you play WAP? What? Like, are you serious?
Down like that one time? You remember that? Do not.
The party just started.
Do not come ask me to play nothing. I'm telling you, I'll shut all this shit off.
Nah, I take requests, but like, come on, it got to be reasonable. If the party just started at 9, it's like 10 people here, and you talking about
Listen,
can you play WAP?
The
like,
whole me and my girlfriend about to leave, then bye. Like, who is you and your girlfriend anyway? You telling me this for what? Bye. Like, so you're not gonna play it? No. Like, no. So you're not gonna play it? No. The day I can come to your job and tell you how to do your job is the day you can come to my job and tell me how to do mine.
Nah, you know what's funnier about that? I'm an asshole in a different type of way because I'll play it and I'm like, yo, watch what happens when I play this. And every time I say that, just to prove a point, the people that requested don't even be dancing in the crowd looking at them. I'm like, yo, I'm like, look at them. Watch this. Drop the record.
Yes.
And then they don't even dance to it because the crowd look at them like it's crazy because it is crazy. Like,
Right.
this ain't
Exactly.
this ain't that.
You guys are not the cool kids, okay?
So it was a waste of that, and now I got to get back into the vibe and get everything. No, I know what to do in that situation, but like, come on, like, be logical here. If you really go out in your club, like you really go to the clubs, you know it's a party etiquette. You're not hearing certain songs before a certain time, and if you do, yeah, good luck with the rest of that night. You might hear it 4 or
Right.
5 more times, or who knows how that's gonna go.
Okay, so with the social media age, the technology age,
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel it affects? Because I know it's a lot of stuff that, like, even with house music, and stuff doesn't come out in house nearly as much as it does in hip hop and R&B. Um, how do you keep up? Because y'all open format has a shorter lifespan on certain records than house music.
Mm-hmm.
Like in house music, I can still reach back and grab something from a few years ago, and it's gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? Like I played a show yesterday where I played songs that just got released. I played songs that aren't released. I played stuff that was released 10 years ago. I played stuff that was released 20 years ago, and it all made sense. Like the vibe was never lost.
Mm-hmm.
So with hip hop and R&B though, I find that you can make a wrong turn in a lot of ways and clear this joint out. Like,
Mm-hmm. So TikTok has a lot to do with that. Number one, because there's a lot of records on TikTok that people want to just do these dances to. So you could have literally, as a DJ, you could have a TikTok folder of certain dances that's so popular and play it, but that's not records that's gonna be relevant in the next 3 months. You probably never play it again. Like it just be like that, and they're not real songs. Like they just short little clips of anything. So people like to come up with these dances like that's the new thing. But the dances make some songs hot. Sometimes people doing the dances, you don't even know what song it is, but because that dance gets so popular, boom. So with regular rap music, it could last if it ain't no one and done anthem. Meek Mill's a prime example of that. That Dreams and My Nightmares, still relevant.
still relevant.
Still ring off the same. Energy
yeah.
crazy. Even that Swag Surf record, the energy still crazy.
I actually like seeing that.
I mean, the energy still
I feel
crazy.
like an
We
old
talking
dude
about
when
records,
I see that. I
but
feel
a
like the
lot of
old.
these
I
newer
feel like the
records,
old man that got excited. Like, look at the kids. Look at the kids. They out there doing that swag thing.
like a lot of the new records, I don't think 10 years from now, City Girls Act Up is going to have that same feeling. You know, a lot of these records are cool for now, but I don't think they give you that feeling of long term. You know what I mean?
Cool for now.
Yeah, it's cool for now.
It's cool for now.
I remember I've been DJing 20
like
plus
that.
years. I know what comes and goes.
Hey,
Certain records
feel
are cool
crazy
for now.
saying that at 38, don't it?
No, I was DJing since I was 11.
look, I did
No,
gonna say,
for real.
I did gonna say, oh my God, all DJs started when they was 11.
Nah, you could. All right, even if you think about it, the DJ Girl Twins that started when they was like 5.
Yeah, they do.
Come on, 30 plus years from now, they technically will be DJing longer than me.
Yeah,
It's not crazy.
Look, here we go at 11. Okay, cool. So, we are going to end it on that note because,
That's a
like I
good
said,
note.
I know you got some real stuff to take care of.
All the time.
So I appreciate
Regular
you. I appreciate you coming down here to hang out with me for a little while and kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? On camera.
Well, we got to do this again. Next time I'm going to get on,
Yeah, because I had everything all set up for you to go to rock.
Beautiful setup, too. I'm not
Yeah.
using the CDJs. I'm using the turntables.
Yeah, he's a DJ's DJ. But thank you to you all who have tuned in. Also, I appreciate your time as well because you could have been doing anything else, and you gave me an hour of your time. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, Brother Tragedy. And I just want to
appreciate you,
give you
bro.
your flowers because I have seen you triumph over things that would have made the average person give in, and you did not fold in any way, shape, or form. And now you are out here getting right back to it.
Look, man, I got 48 roses already for you, man. Let me give you your flowers now just for putting me on this platform and having a dope opportunity and doing this. Like, you didn't have to do this. So, you've been out here just as long. So, you get your flowers in return every day. You already know how we rock. So,
Hey, man,
that's
I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy.
Have a
Hope you had
blessed
a
day.
great time checking us out. Have a blessed day, like my brother Tragedy said, and we'll see you again on the flip side. Whoa, ho. Where you rocking at?
Oh yeah. Tonight, I'll be at Llewellyn Park. Tomorrow, South Beach. Friday, SoCo. Saturday, I got 3 parties. I'll be back at the park, and then I got SoCo, and then I got South Beach again. Yeah, I'm outside. Hit me on my Instagram at DJ Tragedy, Facebook DJ Tragedy. You know, all of that. Same thing, same tag. And yeah, just appreciate the love and support. Stay positive, people. That's it.
Hey, right here, BPM, good vibes and no vibes. No, he does not stream on Twitch because if you just heard that schedule, when does he have time?
I'll find time.
Hey, listen.
Might start like a Monday. So.
Hey, listen. Come on now. Look, come on now, because you know the plan is to stream every Monday at noon. So, you know, I mean, I'll be starting my Monday party up soon. Keep your ear to the street.
We might put some.
We can do this live from the club because I was streaming live from the club before. And I'd rather do it that way, honestly speaking. But
let's
you
do
know,
it.
I mean, but see, I'm like I said, I know you got to go, but I mean, not for nothing. Nigga. You didn't DJ for Puffy, like you know what I'm saying? Like you being real modest, and I like it, and I love that about you. You've always been that way.
That doesn't like.
It's a job.
Yeah,
it's
like,
a job,
cool.
man.
Like I got to meet Puff. Yeah, that's one of my favorite. Like I really like always like Puff. Pause. Like, but in like the business with. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I DJ for a lot of people, but that doesn't make me feel bigger or nothing. Anybody could have did that.
Nah, absolutely. So yeah, we definitely gonna have to do a part 2 of this because one, we got a lot more to actually talk about.
Man, this
2,
take like a week.
Yeah, this probably gonna be like a 5-part series. You know what I'm saying? Me and you. And I don't mind that because listen,
we'll space it out.
Word up, because you know how me and you do. We starve together, so we gonna make sure we eat together. We've
Facts.
always said that.
Facts.
You know, it's because we've done things together that, like musically, that would have jokers like tripping, like, hold on, y'all play for who? Like we didn't DJ, like, yo, remember they shut Divas down? It was me, you, Queen Latifah, and her crew.
Yeah.
And she was like, I want them 2 jokers to stay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, so. Yeah, we've done some things together that we could talk about. That's just, I mean, we could probably do like a small version of when Dave Chappelle and Charlie Murphy did Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories.
Yeah.
We could do that.
That's when he had Rick James on it.
On some DJ shit, like where they shut Divas down and Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes and them was there. They was like, Busta was like, what a funny Jamaican kid at with the funny eye and his boy Tragedy. Like they wanted us.
Like, that's when they was shooting the what's the name video too? The Rod Digger video.
Yes, the Rod Digger Party Bush.
Yeah.
Like we would like, listen, man. We've had some, like we've done some things. Like yo, I DJ'd the Omarion Bow Wow joint. When Jokers Jokers didn't think I could play hip hop like that, and Tragedy was like, what? Do y'all know who y'all talking about? Like
you could play hip hop. You choose. You don't want to, like, but you can.
Like, and I can scratch and all that. Like, so, yeah. No, I definitely gotta have you come back because I want you to play.
Yeah,
because I ain't gonna hold you. That's the part I was excited for.
Oh,
like,
man.
oh, he gonna come in and kill it. I got turntables set up. He gonna love this. Like,
that's a fact.
Because I know you haven't played on turntables in a minute, and that was one thing you prided yourself on. When the technology age hit, I remember one of the things you prided yourself on was the fact that you knew how to play on turntables and CDJs.
But I still played on turntables in my crib, you know, my 12s and all that. But that was like at the crib. They wasn't coming outside. Like, but yeah, like I feel like you need to know how to play on a turntable. It just feels better from everything. Like it just different.
Absolutely, but we gonna get ready to get out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you, my brother G-Day Tragedy. I call him Mark sometimes.
Oh, man.
And yes, we gonna get on that cooking show also, cause he don't want no smoke. I'm gonna be like.
I'll bring the liquid smoke, man. I want this.
I'm gonna be in here like Chef Ramsay.
Call me Bobby Flay, Tragedy Flay. Come on, man.
All right. All right. So. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope you have a great remainder of your week. I'll see you soon. Peace.